All right, well, I'm enjoying that song, bringing back a lot of memories because, yes, our girl is in there. And we've repeatedly said it would have been her 21st. May the Lord continue to rest her soul. It is 8:21. If you're still here, yes, it's GH1 TV and GH Today. And in this segment, we're talking about another act of giving. So that's what I call children helping children, if you like. Well, we'll hear all about it in a short while. I'm joined by Mrs. Emefa Mensah Ando and Mrs. Zoe Techi, both PTA representatives of the Ghana International School GIS, and then Mrs. Gifty Idrisu is a member of the Special Mothers Project. Ladies, you're welcome to our show.
Thank you.
All right, we begin with PTA GIS. So, tell us exactly what is this whole giving project about?
Well, GIS as a school has a spirit of community service, and every year we hold a bazaar which we use to fundraise for specially chosen projects. This year we have chosen the Special Mothers Project, which assists children and families with cerebral palsy. We've also been involved with the Akropong School of the Blind. We've previous years helped children who, for example, needed surgery, heart surgery. We try to get involved with the community and to teach the children of GIS that there is a world beyond our gates and we need to be seen to be giving back to society.
I'm so touched by these words that you've just said. I think that's just way to go. So congratulations. And anytime that I see parents get involved in such projects, I get even more excited. Tell us about your own experience, Miss Emefa.
So yes, it's been very enriching being a part of this project. You get to find out sort of the needs of the community, and it's a privilege to be able to give back and to help as well. It's been very involving. I'm sure most of us parents have other jobs as well, but it's involving, it's enriching. It's nice to be part of your child's life and the community as well.
So what?
I enjoyed it.
You mentioned early on. I'm coming to you pretty shortly, Gifty. So, Ms. Emefa, you mentioned early on that you've in the past done several other projects, all in the name of impacting lives.
Yes.
So, how do you come by these projects? The children come up with them, and how are they able to identify exactly, what projects?
We do look around to see what really needs help. Maybe some of the more
so we
neglected
mean parents
and children, or if a child comes up with an idea. There was a drive set up. There were some children in school who realized that there were some neighborhood children who liked to play football and didn't have football boots. So they set up a drive to bring in boots for these children, and in fact they were credited by the FA for that. So children do come up with ideas, parents sort of see a need and mention it, and we decide that that will be our chosen charity. We have been involved with Pantang Hospital. That is a charity that has been very dear to us over a period of time. So for example, Pantang we are quite dedicated to. We have helped refurbish some of the wards there. But other organizations, we have maybe heard that they've had a need and have gone to assist. Maybe more the more neglected, more unheard of ones, like the Special Mothers Project. So you identify the needs and then you go in to help. Go in and help.
So why cerebral palsy this time? Ms. Zoe?
Well, cerebral palsy is, I think, an issue that requires more awareness. A lot of people need to know what the condition is and how it affects the families who have to deal with it. It's something that we wanted to create more awareness on, and we thought this was the right time to get involved with Special Mothers and assist.
And talking about cerebral palsy, Ms. Gifty here is a parent. She has a child with the condition. The reason why that she is a member of that Special Mothers group. Tell me, as a mother, exactly how it feels. How has it affected you, really?
It has affected me negatively and positively, but I look at the positive side of it because my daughter had shown me that there was a lot more in life that I didn't know until she came into my life. I never knew that you could love unconditionally. You didn't have to look at the person's physical appearance to love them, but you could see beyond the person's physical challenge and love, because they show you more love than you can give them. And so by her coming into our lives, we have realized that we need to give out more, and we don't only have to look at just what we see. You know, I have other children, and she's not the only child, but we have other kids. But she has taught us to love more and more, love other children, you know, no matter how they come out, like, or no matter how you see them physically. There's always a beautiful side out of, you know, in them.
And I can appreciate what you say. I don't have one, but I work with a lot of, you know, these groups,
Right.
so I know what you're talking about. How old is she now?
She's 11. She was 11 in January.
And at what point did you realize or notice, you know, those signs?
She was born with a lot of complications, so that's on another platform. But at 7 months, she didn't have, her neck control was still very weak. So you see, a child is born at 4 months, she's supposed to sit, but because of her condition, she had to go through surgery and all that at 1 week old, and then she had jaundice, you know, this milital jaundice that it was very persistent jaundice that won't go away. So they gave her to me to bring home, you know, so whatever happens, happens. But God prevailed and she pulled through, the jaundice went away, but then she was left with poor neck control. She was very floppy, you know, there was nothing, you couldn't put her to sit. And so we sought help, and that's when we found out that she had cerebral palsy. And I didn't know what cerebral palsy was. So I come home, I Google about cerebral palsy, I look at images and I'm confused. You know, this is what I'm going to deal with for the rest of my life. Is there a cure? Is there treatment? How am I going to cope? It was a big blow. I mean, that wasn't what we were expecting. We were expecting to bring home a bundle of joy, who would crawl, talk and all that. And all this suddenly just turn your world, you know, upside down. So yes, it was quite a challenge, and it's still a challenge, but it's a beautiful challenge. For me now, yes, it's a beautiful challenge that I face every day. I wake up to it and I'm very excited to see her growing and thriving. Yeah.
And I know that support for a lot of these children, usually it's not forthcoming.
Right.
If we had time, we would have delved a bit more into it. But let me quickly find out exactly what the GIS is doing to raise these funds to support your group. So let's wrap up on that note. Ms. MFA.
On Saturday, this coming Saturday the 17th, we're having our annual bazaar. It's from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's at Ghana International School primary section, and there's a lot of things happening. It's an event for families, for children to come and have a lot of fun. There's face painting, there's cooking competition, there's a rap battle, there's sports, a lot of things. We just want kids to come and have a good time, and at the same time support a charity. There'll be lots of food as well, and it's just a nice day out.
And if I can also add, there's a raffle that we're all very
Yes.
excited about. There's so many prizes to be won. Airline ticket to New York, tickets
Oh, really?
to Dubai.
Aside the donation to the Special Mothers
Yes.
Project, the airline tickets to the
Yes.
what?
Yes.
Okay, and who can take part?
Everybody.
Apart from the GIS children?
Everybody
It's
is
open
invited.
to the public.
Okay.
Open to the public. 0 to 100 years, you're very welcome to come along and have a good day out. You know, so we're really looking.
Sounds like
support.
fun,
It's
and
gonna be
I mean,
fun.
what better way to have fun and impact in lives? So yes, God bless you once again, and congratulations already. We will be there hopefully to support you.
Thank you.
All right, well, so that's a wrap. Yes, we're gradually getting to a close, just about 30 minutes if you like. There's another one from a girl, Ebony. It's called Asida. Listen, just soak it in whilst King Kava and myself put ourselves together and get back to you with more of your messages. Don't go away.